I'd like to spend a few minutes and talk about something called sketch mode. Previously, I talked about how to create elements. Well, currently, I'm just going to hold down the Shift key and select all this stuff and delete it. Sketch mode is an alternative to the normal way of creating a map, which I really didn't pay much attention to initially until I actually learned the value of it. When you go to the pencil and select sketch mode, you get a note down here that you're actually in sketch mode. It differs from the normal mode of creating things in terms of if you want an element someplace, all you have to do is click and it'll pop up a thing and they'll call it cat. The same thing I created before, but now that I enter this, it puts it right there. And when I mouse over an element and drag off of it, I can do the next one, so that it makes it about as fluid as a pencil and paper, but it has a much better eraser. So that yeah, this was supposed to be chases. All right, so put a label on this, and then I just go from mouse to mouse hole and label this runs to. And then I'll draw one from here to here and label it frustrates. So I've essentially created the same loop that I did before with a lot less movement of things. Stop. Which means if you click any place in the background, you're going to get another, it thinks you want to create another element. Now, to move an element itself, because if you mouse over it and drag away from it, it thinks you want to create another element. If you want to move an element itself, you need to hold down the Alt key on the PC or the Option key on the Mac, so you can then move the elements where you want them to. So it's sort of the reverse of the normal mode, but it has a number of nice features to it because you get to put the element wherever it is that you want simply by clicking there. And the thing I think I forgot to mention before is with the trash, if you, maybe I did mention it, I don't know, too many videos. Something, I create this. If I then go ahead and delete it, and I go to create something else and I call it some, notice that something pops up down here, so that when you put elements into trash, they don't actually go away. They end up in the trash, which you can look at down here under trash. And it says there's one element for connection, two loops. All of those pieces that I deleted before, plus one new element, you could destroy them all, or you can destroy them one at a time. The recovering things only works with elements. It doesn't work with connections or loops. So it took a little bit of time to get used to the sketch mode, simply because I spent so long doing it the other way. Though once I got to realize how fluid it makes things in terms of creating a model, I use it all the time now as opposed to the normal mode. So and then when you're finished, you can come down here and you can exit, or you can just hit the escape key and it will take you out of sketch mode back to the normal mode. So see you in another video shortly. Bye.